Yeah, I mean, we're seeing, hey, 2 in 1 game, almost 3. I'm surprised, actually, we're not seeing the Umbreon. All that's left is to see a Sylveon, and I'm genuinely surprised that we haven't, based on how much utility it possibly can have. But here we go. Secret Chip's last chance to play here in front of the Japanese crowd, in Peru's first chance to show off what they can do on broadcast. We're going to let Spriggles and Doob Snacks show us what they can do.
Throughout the entirety of year 2 of the championship series, we just have not seen it much here at Worlds, as we have the Urshifu, of course, heading into the central area for the side of Secret Chip. Secret Chip, your purple team. Peru, your orange team.
DLR going to be in the middle, taking the Urshifu for the 4th consecutive game we've seen them on stage. Clearly something they favor. Same thing with Yakubari. Secret Chip is leaning now heavily into their comfort picks and just trying to execute the way they know how.
Yeah, here we can see Buzzwole actually heading back into the central area here, trying to get as much experience as they can, possibly get this level 5 early. If they're able to get that, they get that huge early Buzzwole power spike. They're so incredibly close, but they're not able to get it until some of this experience is taken, and they are collapsing on this Urshifu, looking to get the KO, but no, they make it home.
Yakao with a great hyperspace hole there to make sure that DLR can engage and get out of there. But I'm curious, DLR picked this Rapid Strike Urshifu in the face of a Clefable, which can easily just take gravity. Obviously, it doesn't have it there as it gets absolutely folded like laundry, but something to keep in mind further on, and DLR is going to have to engage with that in mind.
Of course, we were wondering what kind of Glaceon are we going to see. Both builds very, very popular. We've got an Icy Wind Glaceon right here, trying to put some damage onto the side of Secret Chip, as they're in the central area trying to steal away some of these buffs here from Peru.
Yeah, and they're running good defense. Clefable pivoted back, Peru adjusting well to what they were being presented by Secret Chip, and ultimately just off to a good, consistent start for this game 1.
Here we have Yang moving down towards this central area, and here, this is the strategy that we were just talking about here from Secret Chip in the central area of Peru, continuing to put the pressure on. Rapid Striker Shifu, it just feels like as an early game Pokemon at level 5, I don't know if anything fights better than this thing.
Well, it's fighting certainly well right now as Anemo is just pulling up, and they're going to have to try and get this Clefable unlocked, but Kia is caught out, and they are smushed like a game of whack-a-mole, and DLR going to make it out on top of that. Are we going to find an Icy Wind? It actually flips back on top of Yakubari. Tons of damage being rained in. And now the A9 is providing some support here. And finally, they get the KO on the tree. It really reminds me of a Bruv from Nouns' Trevenant from the AOS Cup in the middle of the season, where suddenly they just had to start banning Trevenant because, like, we just can't deal with this person on this Pokemon.
And now we see this top path right here, Peru trying to take this down before members of Secret Chip get there. But yes, they are able to barely steal it away from that Chandelure's overheat.
Nice little uppercut by the Buzzwole to just provide some spacing and get the Glaceon what they need to try and get this Icy Wind online. Meanwhile, Secret Chip is taking a fairly easy Regice. Nice attempt there by Daystark with the Surf to try and secure that thing. Secret Chip sandbagged it just long enough. They secure it.
Yeah, and here we go. 5 minutes left here in our first game. Secret Chip with a commanding lead. Tempo looking to make something happen here in the top end. You know, they might pick up a nice big KO, and they do. They're able to score some more points right there. Actually, would have been better if they sent nobody up there.
Honestly, that's right. They would have gotten the same amount of points in. The Buzzwole wouldn't have had to do anything. I mean, the Buzzwole would still have a Unite move technically, but I mean, it's a good exchange for them when you're talking about Peru. Here we go, good engagement. Nice Alolan Ninetales Blizzard Avalanche combo, but the DLR's Unite comes out just in time to get Slow Beam. That's a nice catch. Now they're pushing forward. They're looking for an opportunity. Yakubari flashes in again and goes for the Glaceon. They get poached by the Buzzwole. Now the rings are unbound and they can get some stuns in. It's right on top of Tempo. They get K'd out by who else? Yakubari. Glaceon is trying to Icy Wind their way out, but they're stunned down by the Big Space Fists in tandem with the Espeon. Wow, Alolan Ninetales finally just frost buckles the tree, but the damage has been done, and Secret Chip is still all over this Regieleki.
Secret Chip now taking another big objective here after a big fight win. Way ahead in this match. Level-wise, we have some evening up on the side of Peru here as they're making their way around the map looking for some experience. They're going to have to deal with this Regieleki, while we have members of Secret Chip ready to try to take this objective in the bottom path. Buzzwole, a real tough customer to deal with, but we've got 2 members of Secret Ship down here trying to make something happen. Buzzwell looking for the KO, the Phantom Force pushing them back right there, and they are able to take the hyperspace hole home as they now are looking to possibly pick up this Buzzwell on their goal zone.
Yakao doing great work, keeping the pressure on. The Buzzwell was clearly hunting for that KO, using their Phantom Force to actually dip behind, get a little bit of space off Tempo, and let DLR step up and say, Tempo, if you want to get back into this, I've got you. Up on the top side, though, Anima getting a KO streak of 2, and the Chandelure getting it right back, as a matter of fact. And, of course, the left side team has a huge lead. They're looking to get another objective, too.
Yeah, and this could be a nice fight for Tempo if it's able to get around this, but no, here comes the Hoopa, able to support the Urshifu right here, and we're going to be able to pick up this Regirock for the side of Secret's front line, so it's able to do something right here. And Secret Ship has just been so disruptive when they are dashing in and fighting Peru here. We actually thought we'd get more out of this Clefable, but they have not been able to change too much on the side of Secret Ship's Urshifu.
Scrapping out up top. I mean, we've got DLR looking for the Buzzwell. Tempo's trying to hold their own. A little bit of support out of Kia, going to try and get the heals going. If they can get a pick on DLR here, that's a good little move here. Unite move is used. 1 player down, they're down for 15 seconds. What's the move they're going to make from here? Retreating back to Secret Ship to get some time. Buzzwell goes straight for a score, Spraggles.
Yeah, interesting play here going for that score. They are still behind in this moment. Maybe they feel like they don't have a way to engage on this fight exactly how they want, but it feels to me like this is a missed opportunity. You just isolated and KO'd such an important member of Secret Ship, but then you don't take this fight.
I mean, everybody's thrown in a blender right now as the Snow Globe comes out, the Trevenant Unite comes out, the rings are unbound, the stuns are there. Still just 1 player down. The Alolan Ninetales is so low. Yang Ji finally getting KO'd by Obion, and now Animo is just moving back across the map. They're looking for an opportunity. Yakubari gets KO'd, the Buzzwell gets a KO streak of 2, but is it too little too late? 1 minute left, and they still haven't started focusing on the objective, and now they're getting absolutely folded. All the tempo back into the hands of Secret Ship.
Yeah, and this Clefable's also in a lot of trouble if someone decides to chase it down right here. We got 41 points. No, possibly going in. They're peeling back. They realize that Rayquaza is being hit right now by Secret Ship, and they want to make sure that they are here for this fight, doing everything they can to stop DLR, to stop Obion from taking this Rayquaza off the map right here. Here comes the Glaceon for the possible security.
Oh, the Slowbro gets it! Okay, Peru, they're coming back. They're down by 15, and this is an easy gap to close, Spraggles. The first Hundo Burger, bang, that's in, eating good. Peru looking for another one. They going straight for the gut goals to see if they can get more of those in. Plus 200 points, that's a big question mark to me. I think they're going to get it.
Yeah, the points are raining in here to the main goal, and I guess the question on my mind is, why did Secret Ship do that?
Great question.
Why did they do that? Why did they take Rayquaza? I'm so confused at what was happening right there. That did not feel like a great opportunity for them, and unfortunately, it just really went the wrong way.
Well, credit to Peru. I mean, I was questioning why the Slowbro was peeling back, and you said, hey, I mean, Secret Ship is starting this thing, and the reason that they peeled back was to give themselves an opportunity, because they were going to be able to take Rayquaza with who they had on the map in that moment. Even the Clefable pivoted down and said, hey, this is our chance. They've opened the door. Let's see if we can kick through this thing. And guess what? The Slowbro made it happen. They got it done. Daystar coming through.
Yeah,
I
incredible
think
stuff.
it would go into that top half, having those special attack specs. It wants to get in those dunks earlier on. But you know what? As final preparations are almost done, I think we go and hand these off to our casters, Zoinks, Spraggles, and Doom Snacks.
Honestly think there's no bigger way to say, you've done it. You're incredible. We're taking this away from you.
On the world stage, nonetheless. And these are teams from all over the world. And they say, you know what? This kid's a problem.
Yeah, I don't like the tree. It's not very nice to us.
Yeah, let's just give them one of the S-tier defenders, because that C-tier one is beating us up.
Yeah, incredible stuff here as we head into game number 2. Peru up 1 game against Secret Ship. Secret Ship bringing out a really interesting composition right here, changing things up. We've got the Goodra. We've got a different look from Secret Ship as we head in here to game number 2. Yeah, absolutely. Here comes a nice big boosted and an Electro Ball from the Mew. And now we have Tempo jumping on in, looking to see if they can pick up any type of KO, and they cannot. Secret Ship playing it safe, moving back here, trying to get their level 4 possibly on Umbreon, but no, it gets stolen away, and Gakubari very low and gets KO.
Yeah, nice little shot by the Sobble, give them some experience, but quickly DLR sees that, and they're going to get a KO streak of 2 here. The K opener may have been over to Peru. Peru, but of course, Secret Ship takes the next two, and they're keeping that pressure on.
That rapid striker Shifu, so incredibly difficult to deal with. All the while, you can see Mew is doing everything they can to take away this wild Pokemon experience between these two goal zones. Looks like a ton of that goes over to the side of Secret Ship.
Is there for the support, and DLR just says, I need to get out of here. War Turtle cuts them off, though, with that big attack, and now Tempo's going to be able to possibly get a KO here. Is there enough follow-up? They get out of dodge. Come on, Yakao with another perfect hyperspace hole.
Incredible stuff, like a trap door, and they just escape from this fight right back into it, looking to pick up some big KOs, diving into that flux zone, just seeing if there's anything they can do. As Tempo is here, and they are pushing up towards DLR, looking for this KO, but man, that Urshifu is so slippery.
I mean, Yakao's been doing great with the Astonishes, with the Phantom Forces to keep the pushes from continuing on top of their key players, and that's, of course, exactly what you're looking for. Gyakubari quickly getting a KO on Tempo here, and Secret Ship's got a pretty good composition, and I like the way they're using it right now.
You know, I gotta say, it looks like things are going pretty well for Gyakubari on this Umbreon, so maybe they're just really good at the game, and it doesn't really matter what you ban against them.
Just like me. Yeah, just a double defender, like true defender action here, and that's really to get space for Tempo to get in there in the way that they want to. And of course, the Inteleon as well plays well at range and wants as much real estate between them and the opponents as possible.
Look at this, DLR just relentless, looking for KOs right here. A long way from home, getting caught by the slow beam and another Unite move. Two Unite moves to take down this Pokemon, but they do not want it to leave.
No, they do not. That's a quality KO for them. That's the one they wanted. That's the one they got. Long-range liquidation all over Mew as they're finding another target. Hydro Typhoon kicks it up. Goodra gets credit for the Blastoise, covering them absolute slime. It's a wetland disaster. Clean up that swamp as they're moving forward. The fists are flying. Inteleon's on the hunt, but the Goodra's the one that's mean. Inteleon's trying to get away. Yakao can't close it up, but the rest of the team of Secret Ship is pivoting. There's like, we got other stuff to do out here. We got some KOs. Let's go get some points in, baby.
Really beautiful overcaps from Secret Ship all match here. Just incredible stuff. They're now up 208 to 148 right here. Obviously, Peru is going to need to score a ton here in this bottom path to even this thing up. Obion getting that focus band popped from that Zoroark and just having to retreat. There we go. Regieleki now being hit by Peru as multiple members of Secret Ship and Peru are heading up to this top path. Looks like Gudra's in a little bit of trouble right here, surrounded by a ton of members of Secret Ship, of Peru. And it looks like they're now pushing back towards this side. Slow beam onto the Gudra.
Yeah, well, Gudra was the one that's a problem, and that's a way to leverage that. Good retaliation by the Blastoise, and now Tempo gets a KO streak of 2. So Peru come to life here at the 4-minute mark, under the 4-minute mark, 3-minute mark. Hydro Typhoon comes up, and now Anemo is going to use to push and push. DLR wants the KO on the Blastoise. Can they actually close it out? Gyakubari's there for the support, and Gyakubari gets 2. They get credit for it. DLR didn't decide to chase.
Gyakubari still incredible, even not on a Trevenant. They find ways to be extremely impactful. I mean, Secret Ship has a lot of incredible members on it, but Gyakubari, look at this, living on almost nothing and making it home right here. Just such an impressive player throughout today's tournament. Tempo in a little bit of trouble right here, being chased down by the Gudra, but they are not able to pick up the KO. Yeah, Rayquaza is almost here as we see the teams taking position ready for this fight. Gudra's going to be difficult to take down no matter what happens right here, as we see a big surf from Blastoise pushing them around right back through the hyperspace hole. Blastoise in a lot of trouble right now. The boosted being eaten by this Eldegoss as this fight is kind of kicking off, and they're also just kind of poking at each other.
Yeah, they're trying to scream back, but it's Gyakubari that gets targeted, and they get dove on. Forces out the Unite move, they're KO'd before that thing lands. We've got the rings unbound, and we've got to go for stuns. And Nemo chips up only 2 players. One of them is Obi-Wan. They're going in, they're trying to get the KO on the Blastoise. DLR's on the chase of Tempo. We're on the right-hand side of the map here. We're going to try and get this Blastoise down. Good spacing against by Yakao on Secret Ship with those fists from the Hoopa. Look at that reset. Is that the whole squadron? Yes, and they're going to pour back through. They're ready for more.
Yeah, they are ready to fight this thing, but the same thing has happened essentially for Peru. They were able to recover, heal themselves up. Nice big liquidation, but it's into a Gudra who can easily tank that huge feint attack as they continue pushing right back into the face of Secret Ship. And this is just a brawl.
Yeah, Tempo goes in, and they're getting some KOs finally. They're trying to leash them around. Obi-Wan is there with Yakao. They need to get a reset here, but Tempo just buckles all over them. Now we're going to see if they can get out of there. 2 players do. 3 players down, though. 236 to 208, and Peru's in the the lead here. I'm not sure that Secret Ship knows that they're behind.
Yeah, I don't know if Secret Ship knows that they're behind. I don't know if Peru knows exactly where they are in this match either. As Gakubari heads up to this top path, we see Eldegoss watching that goal zone. Hoopa's in a little bit of trouble right here. If it gets caught before it goes home, it does not able to make it back right here. But it's now 320, 208. Peru is up.
Peru is up, and they're looking to close this thing out and really have the sun set on the land of the rising sun here as Secret Ship is going to try and make this thing happen. But 2 players down immediately. Tempo is too big, and they're shelling in too much damage. Peru, baby, sending Secret Ship to the bottom of the ocean.
That's right. Peru doing such an incredible job right here, going 2-0 against Secret Ship, the #1 seed from Japan. Incredible showing from both of these teams.
I mean, without a doubt, Peru really dominated their entire group, and that was no exception there. Great start by Secret Ship. I really thought the Gujar was going to be able to take over once it hit that KO streak of 2. It was level 11. It was the biggest thing on the map. Could they fight behind it? I mean, it just didn't leverage in the way I thought it would, and credit to this Peru squad for finding the adjustments in flight and getting it done.
Yeah.
Hello, we are here with Tempo from Team Peru. Now, obviously, they played an incredible set. Tempo, how does it feel to be up on the world stage?
Ahora, bueno, como recién es hora de estar aquí en enfrentamiento, pues ustedes han jugado buena partida.
Pucha, para expresar no tengo palabras esto. Hemos venido recién, nos hemos enfrentado al campeón de Japón, a un equipo de Corea, al equipo de TMB y hemos tenido un desempeño muy satisfactorio este día, así que me siento muy emocionado de esta victoria. Gracias.
Actually, I don't have words to express my feelings. Well, I'm very happy to have beaten one team from North America, one team from America, and one team from Korea, and one team from Japan.
Yeah, so the ability to verse all of these players from all around the world. Now, is there a team that you are most excited to verse tomorrow?
Vale, el equipo que me gustaría enfrentar este segundo día sería Talibó Believers. Es un equipo europeo del cual hemos estado viendo muchas partidas, analizando y hemos visto que ha ganado también muchos campeonatos al igual que nosotros y nos gustaría tener ese enfrentamiento contra ellos este segundo día.
Bueno, I'd like to play with Talibor. They're a very strong team from Europe tomorrow.
I think that is an incredible choice to go up against Tally Bobo Believers, but we'll have to see how these matches pan out. But we are going to go take a quick break before we get these next matches for you. So hang tight and we'll be back right soon.